all jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on this for life, nigga, this a blow. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a clans for you, my nigga. 140 for the road. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you what. Don't pray for nothing, nothing in the curse. We can't forgive us for business. Remain in the trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rankings give me, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business, this loyalty's a damn sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind fail. Hey, they said there'll be many matches. I'm just grinding for my time share. The devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like you Mungie. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times and it's death to us part. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital 9. Murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement. We like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. And pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead. That's all I know. In the photo, salute my nigga. Salute my. They like how you stay focused. I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs. They under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, say she wanna let that love go. So I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
All right, Shalom Israel, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai Barakta, Yahweh Shemar Alatha B'Hashem Yahushai. My name is Officer 50 Darash from the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Tonight, got a quick Lashawan Qadash lesson for you. We're going to be going over the directions, and what I mean by directions is the north, east, west, and south. All right, we're going to break it down in the Hebrew. All right, get it spelling in the Lashawan Qadash and in the Assyrian. All right, so you know your directions in our holy tongue. All right, 1 sec. All right, let's start with all right, let's go over the Lashawan Qadash as usual. All right, so we got your alap. All right, makes the ah sound. Make sure you guys can see that. All right, so we got the alap, makes the ah sound. We got the bayat, makes the ba sound. The gamal makes the ga sound. The lat makes the da sound. The hada makes the ha sound. Wawa makes the wa sound. Zayan makes the za sound. Kama makes the ka sound. Tana is ta, ta sound. Yad, that's the ya sound. We got the kap or kop, which makes the ka sound. Lamad makes the la sound. Mayam makes the ma sound. Napash makes the na sound. Sawad makes the sa sound. Ayan makes the I sound. Pa, like P-A-H, is pa, all right? Tazayad makes the taza sound. Kawash makes the kwa sound. Ra'ash makes the ra sound. And then we got shan makes the sha sound. And then tha, T-H-A-W, makes the tha sound. All right. It's always good to refresh on that. All right, let's go over the directions. All right, so for the first direction we're going to go with is east. All right, east. The direction east in the Lashawan Qadash is Qadam. Let me switch markers. Directions. All right, so the first one we're going to do is east. All right, east is Qadam. Qadam. All right, spelled Kawash. Qua. Dalat. Qadam. All right. And then the Assyrian looks like this. All right, that's the direction east. All right, it's Qadam. All right. So when we read in the scriptures to turn and face the east to pray towards Jerusalem, all right, that's where Jerusalem, the direction of Jerusalem is east. That's what the word is there is used. All right. I'm gonna try to pull it up in the blue letter. Bear with me one sec. So let's get it in Kings. Well, let's see if we can pull it up. We'll get it from First Kings, the 8th chapter. Now let's get First Kings, the 4th chapter, verse 30. So I'm going to pull it up in the blue letter. All right, so I got it here. So this is the word here for east. All right. Well, in the Yiddish, they're gonna say kedem. Let me play it.
Strong's H 6924. Kedem. Kedem.
All right, you can see the kawash there on the top left, beside the Strong's number. You can see the Assyrian characters rather. You got your kawash, you got your dalath, and then you got your mayam. All right, making Qadam. Now we know in the Lashawan Qadash, there is no vowel pointings, there's no letter E, so those E's would be replaced with an A, making Qadam. All right, Qadam. That's what we got right here. It's exact. If you can see it there, what you just seen in the blue letter, that's exactly what you're going to see right here. Is Qadam in the Assyrian. All right, and this is what it looks like in the Lashawan Qadash. All right. Let's move on to the next one. All right, next direction we got is north. North, all right. And the Lashawan Qadash word for north is Slovakia. Tazapan. All right, Tazapan. Tazapan. Looks like this in the Lashawan Qadash. Tazapan. And in the Assyrian, looks like this. Tazapan. All right, let's pull it up in the blue letter. So we're going to go to Exodus 26 and 20. Exodus 26 and 20 in the Blue Letter Bible. So this is in Exodus 26. This is from the 20, I believe, the 26th chapter to about the 28th to 29th chapter. That's instructions on how to build the tabernacle and how the fashion of the priest of the priest after the order of Aaron were to how they were to be. So here we got the word north. The verse says, "And the second side of the tabernacle on the north side there should be 20 boards." So the word north. Let me show you guys in the Blue Letter Bible. There's the H Strong's number H6828. All right, let's play it.
Strong's H6828. Saphon.
Saphon, all right. So that's how they say it again with the, your Yiddish pronunciation, your Nakud vowel pointing. But we know the original manuscripts, all right, didn't have the Nakud vowel pointing, so we don't use that. That's not the Holy Tongue. That's the bastardized version of it. So, but as you see, beside the Strong's number 6828. You can see the Assyrian characters. We got the Tazayad, all right? You got the Pa, right? And then you got the Napash. All right? So that's why we have Tazapan instead. It's not Tazaphone, or however they wanted to pronounce it. The proper pronunciation is Taza, Pa, and then Na. With the connectors, we'll show you how to pronounce it. Tazapan. That's the direction north. All right, that's north. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, now we got west. West. Let's get Hosea 11 and 10 in the Blue Letter. 1 second, I'm just going to get that ready before I write it on the board. All right, so the Lashawan Qadash word for west is Yam. Yam, Y-A-M. Yam. All right. And the Lashawan Qadash looks like this. In the Assyrian, like that. All right. In Hosea 11 and 10, it says, "They shall walk after the Lord. He shall roar like a lion. When he shall roar, then the children shall tremble from the west." All right, that's where we got our word from in the Blue Letter. So we got the word west, Yam. So this time they got it correct. Strong's number H3220, Yam. All right. if you see the characters there beside the number, you got the Yad and the Mayam. So let me play that.
Strong's H3220. Yam. Yam.
All right. So that's the word for west out of Hosea 11 and 10. Yam. All right, west. Yam. In the Lashawan Qadash, it's spelled Yad and Mayam. All right. So now we're going to get the last direction. So now next we got south. All right, south. Let's find that in the Blue Letter Bible. So Daniel 11 and 9 is the verse we're going to use. Read that momentarily. So the word south in Hebrew or Lashawan Qadash is Nagab. Nagab. All right, Nagab spelled like this in the Lashawan Qadash. In the Assyrian. Nagab. All right. You can find that in Daniel, the 11th chapter, and the 9th verse. So we're going to pull that up in the blue letter. All right. It says, "So the king of the south shall come into his kingdom and shall return in his own land." Right. So that's where you can find the word in the blue letter, south. That's one of the many verses, obviously. We're going to go with this one in Daniel. All right, so we got the word south. Here it is here. Negeb. All right, that's how they pronounce it. Negeb. Let's go ahead and play it.
Strong's H5045. Negev. Negev.
Hold on one sec. Negev. They say Negev. All right, but again, there's no V, E, or O in the Lashawan Qadash. All right, so the two E's would be A's, and then the V, as they're pronouncing it, would be a B. They got it right at the top. But of course, within the Kud vowel pointing, they pronounce it differently. So beside the number, you can see the Napash, all right? You can see the Gamal, and then the Bayat, making it Nagab. All right, Nagab. So that's the word for south. All right. We're going to do one last word, actually. We're going to get the word earth. All right, the word earth. All right, we'll use a simple verse, Genesis 1 and 1. All right, Genesis 1 and 1. All right, so earth. Earth, all right? The Hebrew word for earth is aratazah. 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 And the Lashawan Qadash looks like this. And in the Assyrian, aratazah. All right. So let's get out of Genesis 1 and 1. Genesis 1 and 1 says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. All right, so here it is here. This is very different than aratazah. And I'll explain why. Aretz. All right, the Hebrew word they use with the nakud vowel pointing is aretz. I'll play it for you.
Strong's H776. Eretz. Eretz.
Now, again, the reason why they say aretz, if you look carefully, again, you see the exact same characters I have up on the board. We got the alaf, right? The alap, all right? We got the ra'ash, and then the tazah. But how did they get eretz? All right, that's because they've got this nakud vowel pointing system, all right? In the Lashawan Qadash, the holy tongue that our ancestors spoke, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we didn't have any nakud vowel pointing system. We spoke it for exactly what the character was. We didn't add anything to it. All right, that's why it's very different than what you just heard. Aratazah and aretz is very, very different. But see those characters, we have the exact same characters on the board. Alap, Ra'ash, and Tazayad. All right? And that's exactly what it looks like in the Assyrian. But when they start to add their vowel pointings, they turn the A into the E sound, and then the Tazah into the TS sound, and it just gets silly, all right? That's not the holy tongue. That's not the Lashawan Qadash. So that's why we're breaking it down so we get the real understanding of how our ancient tongue sounded. All right. So that's it for my lesson for tonight. Just a quick lesson. It's kind of late. So we're gonna next weekend, next Friday rather. We're gonna get some more words in, some more basic words, and also we're gonna try to get in some breaking down of verses. All right. We got to learn how to break down verses from the Blue Letter Bible. That's important. So we're going to try to do that more starting next Friday. All right. So that was my lesson for tonight. There's directions. We learned directions and the word earth. So we got the east, north, west, and south. The word earth in. All right. So with that being said, my name is Officer 50 Darash from I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. Shalom, Israel.